Hello and welcome back to The Stack, and here are today's top stories. 4th of July was a apparently pretty crazy weekend in the United States. It was a great time to celebrate the country's independence, but of course in a lot of blue cities in America, a lot of things went wrong, which is tragic but unsurprising. But first, the first story I want to cover for you all, we at the Western Journal have talked a lot about all of the food processing plant disasters in the country this year. We've talked a lot about farm fires in America this year, and we have also talked about animals dying. We've covered chickens dying and cows dying. Well, now an arrest has been made over 1,000 hogs dying in a small Iowa county. Authorities found more than 1,000 hogs lying dead in two sites around Des Moines, Iowa. And a woman, a 33-year-old woman, insisted that someone had turned off the electricity to the pens, and that had caused the mass die-off. Well, when investigators arrived, they found that the animals were in different states of decomposing, and some had been dead for more than 2 weeks. They pressed her, and eventually she admitted that the hogs had been dying for weeks, but she was afraid to tell anyone. So after this, they charged her, and they estimate that the cost of these deaths is more than $150,000. So it's great to see someone actually getting in trouble for the deaths of animals that do not help food prices or food shortages that the country is facing. And the second story. So there was a July 4th celebration last night in Philadelphia, and there was a lot of problems with it. A shooting broke out, and the mayor said that it's time to get rid of all guns so that he can enjoy life again. That's right. He thinks that Americans need to get rid of all their guns and that only police officers should have guns, and that's when he can enjoy life. He said that he doesn't enjoy the 4th of July, and he doesn't enjoy the DNC. He doesn't enjoy the NFL draft or any large event because he's waiting for something bad to happen all of the time. Well, I mean, this guy should realize he's the mayor of Philadelphia, and he doesn't like the 4th of July in his own city. He doesn't like the state of his own city. Like, this guy is apparently just so unaware that he is the one that's mayor and has control over policies that can fight crime, but he apparently doesn't want to do anything. In fact, he went so far as to say that he can't wait until he's not mayor anymore and doesn't have to deal with stuff like this. Look, folks, these mayors of blue cities are oblivious to what's happening. They're so woke, they don't want to deal with any of the crime facing these cities. They just want to blame it all on the guns. Well, look, I'll tell you, just stay away from places like this. Just stay away. These people running these cities are insane, and they're not going to do anything about crime. And the third story. A lot of people traveled over the 4th of July. Gas prices were really expensive. Maybe you were convinced by Joe Biden to buy an electric car. Well, on the 4th of July weekend, driving an electric car is even more of a problem than usual. A writer posted a video of electric cars, and then people realized what was happening in the video. So I've got the video here. I'm going to play just so you can see. So what do you think this is? People waiting for a toll booth? What's going on here? Well, folks, this is the line of people waiting to charge an electric vehicle on 4th of July weekend. Yeah, so if you were traveling for the 4th of July in an electric car, you had just a disaster of a weekend. I mean, just awful. Could you imagine waiting in this line? I mean, for some people, this could be like 8 hours before they get to charge their car. I mean, at least at a gas station, if there's a line, you know, you're in and out of there within 10, 15 minutes. This is a total disaster. This is the future that Joe Biden and all of these green energy nut jobs want for America. If you want to stay up to date on the latest on green energy failures, the latest on Democrats' failures to run America, and the latest on food processing plant disasters, cow deaths, food shortages, head to westernjournal.com. And please be sure to like and subscribe so you never miss an episode of The Stack.